Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. If you are yet to subscribe, please kindly do so now. We appreciate everyone who has been sharing comments and liking the videos and subscribing as well. Thank you so much. So today we'll be talking about an interesting topic,
Yeah,
and it's essentially about the Canada Child Benefit,
yeah,
popularly called CCB.
yeah,
It's one of the many benefits that you would get
yeah,
being a resident of Canada.
yeah.
And yeah, so we'll just take you through what to expect, what range it is in terms of amount,
hmm
and how you can take advantage of it.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. So, basically, the child care benefit (CCB for short) is a kind of benefit that is paid by the government to parents
Yeah,
of children in Canada. Children usually age range is between 0 to 18
18. Yeah,
years. So
I think let's just say 17 because once the child
yeah,
clocks
clocks
18,
18, you don't
you
get any
won't. Yeah, you
payment. So
wouldn't get
let's just
any
say
payment.
0 to 17 years.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
and this money is being paid by the government on a monthly basis
Yeah.
for to the parent,
Mm-hmm.
basically, yeah, for the child. So there are ranges, of how this payment is, done. It's not just one cast in stone amount that is being
Exactly.
paid out.
It's not as straightforward,
Yeah, there are parameters that they use to calculate. Okay, so how much are we going to pay to this family
Mm-hmm.
for this child and that child, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the most common or basic parameter for this, calculation by the government is the family income, the household income.
Yeah,
Essentially, that is the mom and dad's income.
yeah,
So once they look at your income, they will then determine how much child care benefit (CCB), which we'll be calling it,
yes.
you are entitled to. So the higher the family income, the lower the
The lower
CCB,
the CCB,
and of course vice versa, the lower the family income, the
then
higher
the
the
higher it
CCB.
is. Yeah.
So, and this thing really comes in handy, it
Absolutely.
comes
I
in
mean,
handy,
it's just sometimes I see it
free
as,
money,
yeah, free
so
money
to say.
that the government gives you every month,
Yeah,
right? Because come to think of it, even if the government was not giving you anything like CCB,
you still take care of your
you still
child.
take care of your
Of
child
course.
anyway,
There's room
right?
for your child, yeah.
So sometimes I say like additional income for
Exactly.
the family.
It's additional income. And before we talk about the range of the amount, of course, the government is giving you this money because they know that you need to take care of this child, but as well, they
Yeah.
want you to plan for the future of the child.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
there are education savings accounts,
Yes.
right? That ordinarily
Yeah.
you are expected to open for your
For
child.
child, yeah.
Then maybe you save part of the money, just a little bit. You save it in the account.
Yes.
So when the child is old enough to go to
to go
university,
to school, yeah,
exactly,
university,
college,
then they can use that money towards
their tuition.
their tuition,
Yeah.
basically.
And by that time, obviously it will have grown a lot because it's
Yeah,
not only
because
the
it's
amount
not-
you are saving, there is
Mhm.
interest on it as
Yeah,
well.
because majorly what they do is to you are saving,
Yeah.
but with the organization that you're saving with, they are investing your money,
Exactly.
so that the money just doesn't sit in the
Mhm.
in the account,
Exactly.
just diminishing in
Yeah.
returns and
Yeah.
and
So
all that.
it will be, yeah. If you start, let's say you give back to a child here, and by the time the child is probably 18 and the child wants to go to university, you have tens of thousands, so to say,
Yeah,
in dollars
available
that you'll be able to use for the child's
for the child's
schooling.
education.
And if the child decides not to go to school, the child can still withdraw the money. And so far as the child is 18, and the child
Yeah,
is
and there are some other things actually that if the
Mhm.
child decides not to go to school, that you can have access to the money to put into your retirement needs and things like that. Like they have ways of
yeah.
just going around if the
Exactly.
child doesn't want to go to school.
But that's
whatever it is
obviously
that
if you decide to use, and if you like, you might decide to spend all the childcare benefit without saving anything
yeah,
in
I
the
mean the
education
government
savings plan.
doesn't. The government only gives you the money.
They don't tell you how to spend it. Yeah.
So
But it's just expected that you want to save part of it towards your child's, tuition in the future because tuition can be expensive.
yeah,
So back to what we were talking about, right?
Mhm.
We'll talk about now. We recall we said it depends on the amount the family is making.
Yeah.
So, but the highest amount that you can get is around $583
per
month
month,
per
yeah,
child.
for each child.
So if you have two children, then that would be 583 times two.
Yeah.
So that's the highest you would get. And of course, recall we said that would be for people who have the lowest
That's
income.
yeah. So if you have the lowest,
Yeah.
you fall within the lowest income
rate,
bracket.
yeah.
Then the highest you are going to get is
$583 per child
per month.
Exactly.
So if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 children under the age of 6.
Yes, under the age of
the age of 6, because again,
Yeah.
these things are like
It's by age.
it's by age, right?
Exactly. Thank
So
you for mentioning.
every child up until 6 years old will get $583 maximum if their parents fall within the low income bracket.
Yeah. So that's it for 0 to 6 years.
Yeah, for 0
but
to
once
6
the child is from clock 6 to
17,
the monthly payment maximum that you can get to be around 491. That will be the monthly maximum payment. But of course, because we told you that it's a range, it depends on a number of factors.
Yeah.
It could be as low. A child could be getting as low as $100.
Yes,
because,
depending on what the parents are earning. So it just depends on the purchasing power of the parents.
Yeah, so
if you are earning more, then you're going to be receiving less. Even some families find themselves in a situation where they don't get
if the family income is very
from
high,
the government. If the income the family is generating is really high.
Yeah, if the family income is very high,
they don't get anything from the government.
Then the government will not give them anything. But I mean, a lot of people are not in that very high income bracket.
Yes,
so most people still get something from the government.
No matter how little from the government.
So
and another thing again is, of course, you can expect for, if let's say for example you have your child here in Canada from 0 to 6 and you're getting $583 if the government doesn't review whatever amount it is. Once your child clocks 6, your first child, for example, you can expect that money to reduce to 491.
Exactly.
And this is Canada.
Yeah.
You can expect it because it is actually going to reduce. Exactly. I mean, they have all the records, right?
Yeah, it will reduce.
It's definitely going to reduce.
In the same way, in the same vein, even if your child is still under 6, and for some reason the family income increased, especially exponentially, then
you can expect that your child is going to reduce.
Also,
the system works here. They have all the records. They have once you file your tax and everything, they know how much you earn, and they will just do their maths to fit in.
Yeah, exactly.
into whatever it is. You don't even need to inform them. They just know.
Yeah.
So
and one thing to note is that this CCB, the child benefits, can be enjoyed by citizens, can be enjoyed by permanent residents, and even people with temporary residence. And the temporary residence, for instance, a student. But the clause for the temporary resident is that you must have been in Canada, been living in Canada for at least 18 months.
Yes.
So that's the clause. So if you're a student, you might not be able to enjoy it
immediately you land.
Yeah.
But of course, at some point during your stay in Canada, and you have a child, you should be able to file for this benefit.
And it's worth mentioning that even if you didn't give birth to the child in Canada, the child will still benefit from it. So let's say you're a permanent resident, you just relocated and you landed,
and you brought your children,
they will benefit from it.
So that's just whatever status you have, right? If you're coming as a permanent resident, regardless of whether you have your child here in Canada or not, so far your children are permanent residents, they are entitled to these benefits.
Exactly.
So likewise, if you are a permanent resident and then you give birth to your child here in Canada and your child is supposed to be a citizen, they get it. Even if your child is not a citizen, they are permanent residents, they get it. Even if as you are a student and you have stayed up to 18 months and you have a child, even though your child is not a permanent resident or a citizen, but because you stayed 18 months, they get it.
Exactly.
So
this is just the government's way of, helping you to,
I don't know,
make it easier for you
to
take care of your child.
To raise your child or to take care of your child.
Which is good. It's something you can plan on and it makes sense.
Absolutely, it does, because I mean, it just makes sense.
And for this reason, maybe
it just makes sense.
Sometimes you think, should I give back to 10 children?
Maybe I was going to ask you. Maybe what do you think now? Maybe we should give them to,
or we just add one more.
No, not
to make it 11 football team.
No, 10 is too much now. Maybe we just even if we have 6,
No,
or 7.
no.
See, 7 times 583 now. I will not even be working.
You just be balling,
I will just be sitting at home
you
and
know.
be fending off
And
child.
that was just childcare benefits. There are other
There are so
benefits
many
which
other
we'll talk
benefits.
about in some other
So
videos.
many other benefits
Yeah,
here
for
that the
instance,
government
there
does.
is climate incentive,
Yeah.
and they will just pay it, you know.
Yeah,
It's
although
not every
again,
month.
it's worthy of note to mention
Yeah,
that it is not all provinces in
that
Canada that gets
that
the
pay
climate
climate incentive. Yeah,
incentive. However, there is the GST, which I think
GST,
is,
HST. That's
yes,
tax,
which I,
something, something,
yeah, so
something.
which I think is all the provinces actually
They
get
will
that.
just
And
pay that one. But
most,
GST is not monthly. I think it's every. I'm
yeah,
not sure,
it's not
but it's not
monthly.
monthly.
Even climate
Climate change is
incentive
not
is not
monthly too.
monthly.
But
They
when the
have
money hits your account, you're
this
happy
period,
because you didn't
when they
plan for
send
it.
it, and
You know,
it's just
but
amazing,
they will always pay it.
pretty much.
Yeah. So those are the things you should know about the
Yeah,
benefits,
especially
especially
about the
child.
child care benefits.
Exactly. So if you have any questions,
Mm-hmm.
let us know in the comment section. We'll do well to respond. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And of course, again, do not forget to do what? Like, share, and
And
subscribe
subscribe
the videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you again in our next video. Bye.
Bye.